converse about. So the importance of wisdom. Okay, if I'm sitting at this table right now, and I had a bag full of $100 bills, crispy, straight off the press, and I had $1 million right here, and I had the 4 main wisdom books, and along with the 4 main wisdom books, I was able to contact some of the wisest men and women in the world. I had them on my right side, and I had $1 million on the left side. 90-something% of the people are going to say, forget those 4 wisdom books and forget those wise elders and mothers that you have. I'm going for the bag. Give me that $1 million. And I get back to wisdom at another time, right?
Unless you're a billionaire.
Unless you're right.
Us.
Yeah, you us. We going for the bag, right?
Yeah.
Right, we're going for the bag. So, but we understand this. We would turn down the wisdom and we would waste the gold. Let me say that again. If we had the gold or the money or the shekels, we would deny the wisdom and we will waste the gold. That's why they say that you can, if you took all the money from all the richest people in the world today and put it back in the hands of all the poor people, and they said it'll go right back into the same hands within a short period of time. Because individuals have not worked on themselves and not have gained the wisdom, the understanding on how to keep it. That's why the lottery winners, when they win the lottery, they broke within 2 years. Because they don't have the wisdom on how to keep it. Because riches that come fast, they go the same way. That's why we got a title on that about financial wisdom and business wisdom. It's right here in the book.
Financial planner, that's you, right?
Financial wisdom and business wisdom. I don't call myself a financial planner. I'm planning my own finances, but I'm not planning everybody else's, all right? But I'm trying to give them a recipe so that they can plan their own finances through wisdom. All right, so the importance of wisdom. What are some of the reasons in here? I'm going to get a little crowd participation. What are some of the reasons?
What stood out to me in that chapter was Proverbs 29:15, the rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringing his mother to shame. And you talked about how we have to receive punishments.
Is that in chapter 3, the importance of wisdom? Okay.
So, yeah, the importance of wisdom.
So,
no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it sounded a little different, okay.
I'm sorry, I'm in chapter 4.
That's okay, we getting there, So,
chapter 3, wisdom giveth life to them that have it.
What page?
That's on page 25.
Yeah.
That's what stood out.
Yeah. Wisdom gives life.
Yeah.
And I tell you this, I felt more.
So, for example, it says wisdom helps us to control ourselves in situations that can lead to our demise. Right. Explain that.
Well, think about this. Think about if you're in a situation where our people, we fit the bill. I was at, and I'm gonna use this example for a second. I was at a car auction a few weeks ago, right? All right, you close your ears, all right? Close your ears, all right? I was at a car auction, right? I'm test driving cars, and you got all these Gentiles out here, all these other nations test driving cars. So they introduced a speed limit at the auction. Now, all these people are flying through there, right? So they implement this speed bill, and I go test drive a car. I'm about to go park it back and go hop in another car and test drive that one, right? Next thing you know, I got 2 people coming up to me saying, "Hey, you need to slow down. We're giving you a warning. You only got one more warning. We throwing people out of here." And I say, "Hold up. What are you talking about? I wasn't speeding, like, you know what I mean?" So he was like, "Yeah, you were speeding up there, blah, 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 blah." So I took it at first. I'm like, all right, I'll take a little warning. And then something inside of me said, "Nah, this don't sit right. I'm going back and challenging them." So I walk into their office. And I say, "Hey, show me the tape of me speeding."
Was that the old dude?
It was the me that needed more information. So
a search for the truth.
I'm searching for truth, right? Yeah. I need you to show me speeding. You got it on tape. You up there in the towers watching, right? So show me. So he pulled it up on tape. He don't show me speeding. He don't show me speeding at all. He just showed me getting into another car. Or getting by another car. So I say, where do you have me speeding at? But because I was the only person that looked like me in the industry dominated by them, the person that was speeding had to be me. So they showed a car that was speeding up the runway, and I said, that car is not even on my list of cars to check out. I didn't ever even drive that car. But they had the tape of a car taking off speeding, and then next thing you know, it shot over. The camera shot over, and it saw me over there with my little jacket on, about to checking out a car. And that's all the evidence y'all have, right? Y'all have no evidence of who got into this car that just was speeding. So the point I'm trying to say is to tie that back into what you were saying, the importance of wisdom. The importance of wisdom is that wisdom is going to help us. I'm trying to tie these stories together so it can make sense. We are already stereotyped as a people. All right, that's the point I'm really trying to make. We're stereotyped. We're looked at. We're downgraded. So because we already have an S on our chest, and they're already trying to take us out. They want to shoot us, bang, bang, shoot us. They want us to say one thing wrong so they can end our life. This is the importance of wisdom, because you get pulled over by a police officer. You need to be wise on how you deal with that officer. It talks about that in the wisdom book. You got to be careful when you deal with someone that has the power to take your life. You have to be careful. Our people want to talk back, cuss to the police off, snap their fingers off, say, I'll beat your, do this, F you, all that. Well, it's like, it's a way when the wisdom tells us a soft answer turns away wrath. Wisdom will show you how to deal with that cop, to deal with that officer that's coming at you and have a bias against you. And there's so many different other ways, the importance of wisdom. It's important on how to respect individuals. How many of these people today, you was telling us the last time we was here, a student ended up fighting you in your classroom. We have to be wise on how we deal with the next generation of people. These individuals that are growing up in these households without a father, without guidance, without no leadership, statistics that think that it's okay to come and attack a grown woman, when they should have the wisdom to understand that I should respect my elders, respect those that have been here twice the time that I've been here on this earth. That's why this needs to be taught. We could go in other situations about wisdom. A lot of us, we would rather prefer the house before we prefer wisdom, when we're supposed to seek wisdom and it will show us how to get the house. So seek wisdom on how to go about getting a spouse. How many fractured marriages we got today? They say half of the people get married today end up in divorce. 50 and 60%. They ending up. You think it's important for them to understand how to know your spouse, how to communicate with them, when it's time to push the button, when it's time to shut up and be quiet? These are just some of the aspects. And some of you all, if you go over your life, that's why I want to ask you all, what are some of the reasons why you all believe it's important to be wise? And that's, if I could just go around the room, if you all can say anything, give a little crowd participation. I want to make this a little more connected. I know I got one person that will. I know I got one person. I know I got two people. Matter of fact, I know they'll give it to me.
I would say it preserves your life.
It preserves your life.
Speaking about long life, you will have long life, because with wisdom, you won't get involved in situations that potentially land you in jail or dead, or paying for that bill 10 years down the line because you didn't use wise wisdom or whatever. So I think it's a preservation of life.
That's powerful what my sister just said. It's a preservation of life. Think about that. Everything. I hope everybody was paying attention to what she just said, because out of what she just said, that was like 5 different lesson titles right there. I don't know if maybe whenever y'all had, but she dropped about 5 different lessons. And within one of the things that my sister just said was that there is a law of associations attached to wisdom as well. You heard it out in the street. They say birds of a feather flock together, right? It's in the wisdom book. He that associates with wise individuals, they're gonna be wise themselves. But a companion of fools will be destroyed. How many people we see out here that got 8, 9, 10 people with their pants sagging and they up to mischief? Where they on their way to? They on their way to the prison cell. But if you have individuals that say, listen, I want to get around, that's why I commend my brother today. He said, I want to get around some positivity. I want to find something that's going to help enlighten my mind. Even if it was just to come out and network. Even if it was just to come out and meet some new people. He ended up finding, the most I knew what it was going to end up being, but he found his way to something that was going to be talking about wisdom. This is what we need. This is what we need. So she just gave a few different topics. Can anybody just pick, land back off of what she just said? Pick something that my sister just said. Why it would be important to be wise?
I always think about wisdom in terms of warning and having full protection, because wisdom will definitely give you warnings, and that warnings will alert you as to what part of the wisdom you need to be reminded of or to know.
Hallelujah.
So I think of that.
Warnings. And for those of you that have went through these 4 main wisdom books, you know that what she's saying is telling you the truth. This wisdom is filled with warnings. It tells you what to do, but it will also let you know this is what's going to happen to you if you're not hearkening. It tells you if, I ain't going to deal with the strangers. I ain't dealing with strangers. I'm going to leave that alone. But it gives you understanding. If you start messing with certain type of people, it's going to lead you down a path. If you start dealing with individuals, just understand this, that there is a law of associations. Whether you want to say that's a universal law, it's in the wisdom books. All right. Every beast loveth his own kind, and every man consorts unto his neighbor. All flesh consort unto kind, and a man or woman will cleave unto a like-minded person. You're not just connected to the people that you're connected to just all because it's just that you just prayed about it and it just happened. Like it's a reason why you're connected. Y'all have a like-minded in something. I was just sitting back talking to a brother of mine just recently, and I was asking this brother. I said, I just need to know like some of the things that you enjoy doing, what you like to do. And when I finally thought about the things that he said, I said, man, this brother, we basically sound the same almost. It's like, dang, and we're different people. Some of our beliefs are different, but the core reasons, the core beliefs, the core things, it's like, this is why we are together. This is why I'm so close to this brother. And this is, you all might see that about certain women or certain sisters or certain people that y'all are in contact with. But the warning thing, it tells us that if we do not hearken, we would die without instructions, and in the greatness of our folly, we will go astray. It lets us know. That's why we don't play around and say, well, that wisdom book, that's just a bunch of motivational speakers. That wisdom book is just about practical knowledge. No, it actually is commandments attached to wisdom. And if I had more time, which I'm not going to go into today, which I could, actually I am, because that's in chapter 5 and 6, I'm sorry. Wisdom has commandments. And there are laws. There are spiritual laws that if we live by them, it will put us on a path of peace.